I'm Kaylee Gonzalez, and this is my Week 12 presentation on serving as a Foreign Service Officer. So first we'll start with a bureaucracy. The definition of a bureaucracy is an administrative group made up of non-elected officials. They are charged with carrying out functions connected to a series of policies and programs. It is a hierarchical chain of command, specialized roles, and a set of formal rules designed to manage large institutions efficiently. So, is the U.S. State Department a bureaucracy? Under Max Weber's bureaucracy model, the U.S. State Department qualifies as a bureaucracy as it follows all the characteristics of a Weberian bureaucracy. Through its authority hierarchy, the department is structured with a clear hierarchy as it descends from the Secretary of State to undersecretaries, and then to values, bureaus, and offices. There is also a clear division of labor as different bureaus specialize in specific areas like political affairs, economic growth, or public diplomacy. Positions in the department offer career paths with opportunities for advancement based on performance, which crosses out career orientation in the model. In regard to impersonality, the department aims to make decisions and treatments based on regulations and roles, not personal feelings. The department also follows established written rules and regulations that govern its government procedures, ensuring that there is a consistency. The department also ensures that there is a formal selection based on professional qualifications and performance rather than connections and favoritism. So if I had to choose a foreign service career, I decided that I really liked consular officer. They provide services to their country's citizens abroad and assist in emergencies like arrests, hospitalizations, or natural disasters. They also offer non-emergency services like passport renewals and process visas for foreign nationals. I like the idea of how they work directly with people. I would love to have the chance to work and help in any way I can, not just for American citizens, but also for foreigners, to ensure that there is a smooth process to things. Now, the application process, so beginning with eligibility requirements listed on the slide right here, it mentions how a U.S. citizen on the date of the candidate submits the registration package. You have to be at least 20 years old and no older than 59 years of age, at least 21 years old and not yet 60 on the day the candidate is appointed as a Foreign Service Officer, and open to acceptance of assignments based on the needs of the service. Now, the U.S. Department of State lists that there are 5 steps to becoming a Foreign Service Officer. The first step is to apply for the Foreign Service Officer Test, the FSOT, where applicants choose a career track, complete personal narratives, and submit the FSO application online and take the FSOT. Applications are reviewed by a qualifications evaluation panel using a total candidate approach to score each candidate based on educational and work background, responses to personal narrative questions, and the FSOT score. Best qualified candidates are invited to the next step, the Foreign Service Officer Assessment, aka the FSOA. The FSOA is offered in person in Washington, D.C. You schedule the FSOA, do a case management exercise, a group exercise, and a structured interview. Candidates who receive a passing score on the FSOA are given a conditional offer of employment from the Department of State and move to the next step. Step 3 are the final reviews. To qualify for a final offer of employment, each candidate must meet the minimum medical qualification standard following a medical review, receive a top secret security clearance following a background investigation, and receive a positive evaluation from a suitable review panel. Those who meet the eligibility requirement are placed on the register, which is the next step. Step 4, the register, is a rank-ordered list of successful candidates sorted by career track. Ranking on the register is based on your score on the FSOA compared to other candidates in your selected career track. You can get additional credit for language ability in certain languages and veterans preference status. Step 5 is the final offer. Foreign service candidates are hired in cohorts, and orientation classes are usually held 4 times a year. The department sends invitations to join an orientation class and receive a final offer of employment based on the ranked registers and hiring needs of the service. The higher your ranking, the more likely and the more quickly you will receive an invitation to join the foreign service. So this is just like an overview of the application process. Now, to prepare, it would involve studying for the FSOT, practicing for the FSOA, and developing personal narratives that demonstrate the framework that is necessary through real-life examples. For the FSOT, reading the official information on the State Department's website to understand the enter process and what is expected. Use practice tests to familiarize yourself with the content, and also craft personal narratives, as it is a crucial part for the evaluation. For the FSOA, it's good to structure your answers to clearly explain the concept, your actions, and the outcome. Also, practice writing case studies under time constraints and familiarize yourself with scenarios you might face. It's also good to practice over again the case management exercise, group exercise, and interview. Before the exam, it's also good to review information on policies and procedures, system requirements, and the system test. It's also important to review the identification requirements that is needed. As to who would enjoy this type of work, I don't really know who would enjoy this type of work. The first person who popped in my mind was my mom. I tried to think of which of the 5 she would enjoy most, and I landed on political officer. A political officer analyzes and reports on the political situation in a host country, advocates for their home country's interests, and manages political relationships with foreign governments and other groups. Their responsibilities include analyzing and reporting on political events and maintaining contacts with local officials and organizations. I don't really know if she would enjoy this. For all I know, it could be another foreign service career that interests her. But either ways, this is a career that I think she might enjoy. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation.